Welcome and welcome back to the present. Yes, this is not be the scheduled time. We have to have some time adjusted. It's my fault. I own up. I made a silly mistake. Pardon me for that. Yes, but you're still here on the present. I'm here with my good friend and brother, Mr. Ifosa. How are we doing today?
We're doing fine. We're doing very well. Thank God.
How are you enjoying the interlude, the international break?
When there's nothing, I just look at it as a moment to just take a break from football and everything. I don't
So
really
you're
care.
not you're not watching the interlude?
Some few games after that one, as if I watch them. If I don't, I don't feel any, let's say, burden not watching them. So people can argue for all they care about. Yesterday we saw England, citizens lamenting. So
I don't waste my time watching them, not because I don't have some partial investment with my player like Saka, Rice, but the English national team is a ball fest. Like against
yeah,
Malta.
yeah, I've seen people complaining that he's playing five back against Malta. Uh, uh,
But are they
yeah,
really are they really surprised? Are you really surprised? We've seen this
yeah,
consistently.
yeah. Even there's a tweet a girl posted yesterday. She said something that she actually believes that Southgate is intentionally trolling England fans by insisting on playing Henderson, Maguire, and Rashford, and why has Kane bothered to turn out to fight the mighty Malta? Like
I,
all
I,
those things. Yeah, you can continue.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I
Seriously,
think
I'm not
those guys are
surprised.
supposed to play against you're supposed to play the younger guys, just a mix of youth, not the main
Yeah,
guys. Oh, sure.
against Malta, right? That's against Malta. You shouldn't play your main goal. This is when you test the next generation of players, the Paul Palmers that you invited. Let's see how they can gel with the team. Maguire, it is what it is. So let's go. Let's focus on the main thing, which is Arsenal. This is an Arsenal dominated channel we talk about. Even though sometimes we talk about other things. So Arsenal this season is 12 games, right? Uh, let me check. Let me check the table real quick. We've played 12 games. We've won. Give me a moment to fix this real quick. So we played 12 games. We have 27 points behind Liverpool with the same amount of games, 27 points. Then Man City on top of the pile with 28 points. If you compare that to the noises and the chatter around town, oh, Arsenal has had a poor season. Arsenal is not as exciting as last season. Oh, Mikel Arteta is a bit boring. You are too conservative. You are not that effervescent. Arsenal. Now, if you look at points on board, if you look at goals conceded, would you say that's an improvement, or you think we've progressed?
I think we've progressed a lot. We've really, really, really progressed. You see, I think when we play, Arteta doesn't just want us to just play the ball forward like crazy people anymore. He wants a situation where we dominate it. Because we also have to remember this season teams are ready to defend. So we can't be naive to just say we are going to play gung ho football. Look at
Sure.
Tottenham. Once they get the ball, oh, they are taking it forward. Yes, it can be progressive. In the long run, you also have to think when you're caught off or when you're caught on the break, you will really pay for it. You
Sure.
understand? That's the situation because a lot of people are not thinking like that. They are just thinking, oh, uh, we're Arsenal, we should be able to send the ball forward. I don't think so. I just think we should just be, it's a fine balance. We are more attacking than defending, but we pay very good attention to defense. Man City too, for the past how many seasons, we keep saying this. Just because Man City look aesthetically, they might look good for when they're attacking.
Sure.
Defensively, Man City, they attack, they defend like an Atletico Madrid team.
Yeah,
You
they do.
understand?
I agree with you
So,
100%.
yeah, so people don't look at it. They look at the fact that, oh, it's a cricket score. Oh, is this? Oh, is this? No. We are just that team where everything has a fine, very fine balance. It's very, it may not be, yes, I understand. It may not be as aesthetically pleasing, but that is subjective, not in the terms of Ateta doesn't want to play fine football. But I think the personnel, because you have to look, in this season now, I think Nketiah has started more games than Gabriel Jesus.
Sure.
You have to look at it and think, oh, maybe if Jesus was up top, the flow would be more. You also
Much
have to
better.
look at, you have to look at it that, oh, Rice is now beginning to now play the way maybe Ateta wants him to play, improve more in his abilities. We are seeing it more. So it's not, you people have to look at personnel before they make these decisions, because the people last season now we had a very stable squad of, I think that was Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Gabriel and Saliba and Zinchenko, then Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, then Martinelli,
Saka, and
Saka.
Jesus.
Yeah. So you have to look at, that was the main squad that always started. But this season, we can call how many players that didn't start. Ramsdale started the season. Now it's Raya that has taken over. Remember, Ben White and Saliba were at centre back at one point. Partey
Yeah.
played right back.
Yeah.
Then remember, Timber was brought in. Then Timber had the injury. Then
Injury.
it now became Tomiyasu. From Tomiyasu, it has been he and Zinchenko. Then in
Zinchenko.
midfield, yeah, in midfield it was Kai and Rice and Odegaard. Now it has been Rice and Odegaard,
Jorginho.
Rice and Jorginho, excuse me. There's some moments Odegaard for the past how many games, Kai. Then at
Yeah.
one moment, Martinelli began. He got
Yeah.
injured, trust. Jesus didn't start at all till Manchester
Exactly.
United. Then, when he played, we all saw him against Sevilla
Yeah.
during that particular performance. Unfortunately, in that same game, he had a little injury. So it has been up when it comes to personnel, up and down, but it doesn't
Sure.
mean it. So, yes, so it won't be that same way. But you also have to understand, yes, Ateta wants total football. Ateta is focusing on set pieces more now, because every opportunity he wants us to be that unit. We
And
are,
effective.
yes, very effective. We are very good we can play fine football. There's no doubt there. Can we defend? We have to show that. We showed that last season that we're very good defensively. Now, this time, he's even showing more priorities in defense, because you're going to play in the
And
Champions
I
League.
agree with you. Do you know I agree with you with there? Sorry for
No
interrupting you
problem.
or talking to you. Now, if you look at the bulk of his signings, even
Yeah.
defensive, Raya, Timber,
Timber,
uh, who
Rice.
again? Rice. Those are
Yeah.
defensive signings.
Even
Because that means
Kai.
he learned from the fact that last season, we scored more. People don't understand. We scored more goals last season, more than the invisible team. Now people
Of
say, "Oh,
course.
what of the context of the time?" Yeah, even with if you even apply the context of the time, last season was the season that we scored 88 goals, highest
Yeah.
ever we scored in Premier League. So our problem was never goal scoring. Because people have been shouting this season, "Oh, we are not that ever present. We are not scoring." Like it's just soft games, so you cannot go and say we're not scoring. Even though if you check the goal chart, we are not far off Man City. We're 1 or 2 goals, so we are scoring. It's
Yeah.
defensively, and this season, alongside with Liverpool, we have the least concession of goals. So
Yes.
sometimes when people say, "Are we better?" Yes, I agree with you. We are better. Aside of you are watching aesthetically, compare how aesthetically pleasing we were last season to this season, they
Yes.
understand that okay, we don't look that pleasing. But are we better? Emphatically, I'll say yes.
But bro, when people say, you see, we have to say it in the context and objectivity. When people say better, how?
Yeah.
You understand? Because we have to ask ourselves the question. The thing is, last season they said we dominated opponents, right?
Yeah.
This season we are still dominating opponents. How many teams
But
have had
in a
one?
different way.
Yeah,
That would be in a
that's
different
what.
way.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking because we can see that okay, it may not be as then sometimes you also have to look at clubs football, and that's why I say it's not that club has not been good in some moments when they could manage some things and just say okay. The only thing I think Guardiola has over Klopp is management, proper management of situations where it's not
Yeah.
gung ho every time.
Every time.
So when you look at this this season, we've dominated possession more. You understand? That is one thing Arteta wants because teams have to come out for us to play, and teams are not willing to come out. So if we
Sure.
are 1-0 up, if you're not going to come out, you're not going to see the ball.
Ball.
So you must come out. So if they come out and they decide, okay, fine, we are going to break them open, little moments. We saw what happened with Burnley. Burnley didn't want to come out, so we
Yeah.
held the
The
ball
ball.
more and we were trying to play it in their own half. We're passing it around more. Now, I know sometimes people will say the extra touch that we take. In some moments in games, we cannot deny we've complained about the extra touch. But
Touch.
in the general
Definitely.
scheme of things, I would say it's because it's the first time the team is embarking on this. They are maturing now. They are molding into something different. It's like it's an evolution from
Sure.
last time when you just get the ball. So you have to evolve now. Where players are really tested is discipline, their ability to hold the ball, their ability to play within themselves. It's not an easy thing, no matter how pleasing it looks on the eye. So I
Sure.
think that is one thing that you guys say makes people to say, okay, fine, we are not as aesthetically pleasing, but that is to hold possession more. Are we creating more chances than teams? Yes, I don't think any team has come and outplayed us or
No.
outcreated us. So
Yeah.
that is just, the thing when I talk about how our season has gone so far.
So let's move the needle forward. Let's move the conversation forward now. Now, even though we've had the noise has died down a little bit regarding the Raya and Ramsey conversation, uh, rationality and objectivity is beginning to be the order of the day, even though there's still pockets of noises here and there about, oh, why are we not still giving Ramsey a chance? We saw Ramsey's dad come out with that farcical podcast. We heard those voice recordings from I don't know whether it's a podcast of this. I don't know the time, the time frame of that Ramsey's podcast. Him actually self-indicting himself, talking about he suffers some loss of concentration, which I think is, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. It's idiotic to give out your weaknesses out to the world like that. So, has Raya, in your opinion, made us better, or do you think, uh, or do you support the narrative being pushed by the mainstream and some pockets of fans that, yeah, Arteta has not done uh, fairly with the Ramsdale Raya situation? What do you think?
Well, we all know it's his decision. That's the first thing,
Yeah,
and he didn't do it, out of spite.
spite.
No,
Okay.
as I keep saying, it's marginal when we talk about Raya being better than Ramsdale. It's marginal. Can Raya improve in some moments? Yes, but I won't look at it and say, oh, because Raya is just not the guy who is going to, be shouting up and down, means
Yeah.
he's not doing something good. Aerially, I think he has done very well. You understand, as a goalkeeper, regardless, even when people say, "Oh, Raya has done this," no goalkeeper has come out of his box and claimed everything.
It's
Let's,
not possible. It's not
yes, it's not
possible.
possible. But
Yeah.
generally, his control of the box, yes.
It's better.
Generally, distribution,
Better.
yes. Can we say in some moments it has not been as good? Of course, we can say that. That is there for the, criticism, and that is there to do better. But
Oh, that is same yardstick for Allison and Edison. They are not
yeah,
100% fantastic. So there's
no,
this
bro,
serious
they're not
argument.
100%. Yeah, they are
Yeah,
not 100%. They are way for me when it comes, especially Ederson, it's way better. You understand? Because it's
yeah,
very, very like we see he's one of the most if not the most comfortable with his feet as a goalkeeper, apart from
goalkeeper. Yeah,
Manuel Neuer that we've seen in a long while. But I don't think most goalkeepers have it. And even in some moments, yes, people can be like, oh, they don't like when Raya is pressed on the ball. Yes, that happens. You
but
also
we've
have to
heard.
see. Mm,
See, I don't like those arguments either. Do you know why? We've heard
mm,
consistently that say it's my instruction.
instruction.
See, I
Yeah.
will understand if he's indulging in certain things that doesn't that is not from instruction of Arteta that our friend Ramsey likes to do. All these riding up opposition fans and getting into quote unquote one-on-one with opposition fans. That's not Arteta's instructions.
Yeah.
When we see Raya being pressed and he insists on keeping the ball, he's under instructions.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do? Now
No,
you can
no,
say
no,
common
but
sense should prevail. I understand if you say
yeah,
common
no,
sense
but
should prevail
that's
sometimes.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's the instruction. I'm saying, can he improve it? Generally, just if someone says yes, he can improve it.
yeah,
I don't know if
sure.
you understand. But sometimes we also have to understand when you're doing it for the first time, it can feel maybe it's just the
Maybe.
problem at the first. Yes, it can feel like that. But over time, it's something where you won't complain about. We've seen it
Sure.
in the past few matches. We like people have look okay, these guys distribution. We've seen some distributions. I think
See,
the
we
Sevilla game,
objectively,
yes,
if people take away their sentiments, because some people actually watch it all for their Ramsey shenanigans.
yes, of
But
course,
God bless you, is that what you want? But like you said, Arteta picks the team. He
yeah,
prefers professionality over shenanigans, right?
yeah,
For
of
me,
course, yeah.
distribution, dominating your box, Raya for me, he takes it.
Yes,
Sorry.
and that's the problem. I think that people are not understanding. Like the difference is marginal, right?
Mhm.
And there's a reason why footballers improve because in some moments you have to know where you're low on.
Sure.
You have to if you want to enter the next level, improve. It's not the easiest thing to do,
Mhm.
but you have to. You understand? So when I see the situation that they are complaining about this, I just feel it's like accepting defeat before a battle even begins. That's what it is. And people just, they just, for me, they give up too easily. They give up too easily. You've not even tried to see, like, look at the other guy. What do you think will make the manager pick him? You understand?
Exactly.
And you ask questions, and when you can ask the questions and begin to get those little answers, yes, you see them. Bro,
That's
please just continue. Let me just
okay.
take
No
this.
problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we wait for Mr. Efosa to come back, so let's continue the conversation. So I have nothing, no vendetta towards Ramsey. I like him as a person. I like his goalkeeping quality. But sometimes, just like everything in life, if something better props up and that can improve your situation, you have to consider and look into it. Yeah, I understand loyalty. Yeah, loyalty on the surface is great, and I think people should be loyal. But this is elite sports, meaning you need to win. You are competing. This is not individualistic sport. It's an elite sport. You're competing, and I'm sorry to say this. If something better comes up that can improve your team, that can improve your chances of winning, you have to consider it. That is not bringing loyalty because it's a team sport. So for those of you who love Ramsey above Raya, I get it. Like Fusa said a while ago, the manager picks the team. So the
Yeah,
manager has
bro.
that jurisdiction to pick the team. So you have to understand that. So let's move to the next part of the conversation, right? There have been rumors swirling about Arsenal's potential of trying to dip into the winter market and within the midfielder. Obviously, we can see that consistently. Mr. Partey is crooked, he can't stay fit, and he's not reliable at this point in time. So we do not want to put our chances of winning the league in jeopardy. So there are rumors about Arsenal trying to get Ruben Neves from the Saudi league. Before I express my thoughts, I would like to know what you think about that.
Yeah, for me, I don't know about this guy. I think during the end of his time at Wolves, I always used to
Yeah.
look at him and feel, is that this guy's potential just finished? Is it done? That's what I always used to feel. And I don't really feel he's better than Jorginho. I just feel, even with legs too, I don't feel he's better.
Is a tad quicker than Jorginho. I'll give him that. Is a tad quicker than Jorginho?
Yes, that's what I just feel. Like, I'm not, you said a tad. You understand? In this particular case, I don't feel a tad is what we need.
It's enough. it's, not- it's like saying
And
half bread better than bones.
yeah, yeah, of course. I understand what people are saying. But really, I don't. I don't think he is. I don't think he
Okay.
is.
For me, I just think let me put this picture again. I'm like, this guy, for you to leave the English Premiership at 26 and go to the Saudi League, for me, red flag number one. Like, you're not
Yeah.
poor. So all this nonsense, he can't, he had an offer he couldn't refuse. He's a lie. See, why do we misrepresent certain things? You can refuse anything if you want to. It's your choice. Don't tell me he had an offer he couldn't
Mm.
refuse. It's a choice. He made that choice to go 7 leagues lower. What's the quality of the competition at Saudi in the Saudi league? What's the level of competition? Now, if you bring, even though you are bringing for 6 months,
Well,
I'm
just
sorry. I'm sorry. I can't have this. No.
yeah,
How does he get back up to
yeah.
speed
I don't
to the
know. I
Premier League
don't know.
level when we are actively competing to win the league? You're not bringing someone that needs like 1 year to adapt back. Nah. I'll pass. I don't think it's good enough. I don't think so. I think Arsenal should be progressing and doing something better, not retrogressing. We can't be moving from Jorginho, like you said, to Ruben Neves. Yes, a few years ago, he had a bit going on for him. But now, 2023, Ruben Neves at 2023, some people are getting excited that, let's get him in, let's get him in. Like, some Arsenal fans will have anything. Some Arsenal fans will have anything.
Bro, you need
Let's
to
call it what it
understand.
is.
Once people hear transfer, everybody their ear, they don't care who is coming. Let him just come.
Like, nah. This is Arsenal, man. We're not having anything. What do you mean, just get him in? This guy for me is busted. He is busted. For you to go and play in the Saudi League, no, the competition is no more the same. No, you can't.
Because it has never been. It will never. I don't think it will never be the same. It's not organic.
Yeah, so I just think it's a small screen. Arsenal will have something better to get. Even
Definitely,
the Douglas Luiz thing. Like, are we serious? Douglas Luiz.
bro. I see when I see what are they calling it? Technical. I just don't feel that guy is like. Don't get me wrong. If Arteta signs him, I don't have any issue. He has to prove me wrong, but you will
Exactly.
say, "Oh, he has legs. That one, I'll give it to him. He has the legs. What Jorginho cannot cover, he can cover.
Yeah,
Yes,
can cover it.
but I don't think he has the brain enough. That's what I think. Maybe I've not watched him enough.
See, I
I don't think.
second you. He doesn't have the brain. You see, we love legs and brains. Not that you have one, you don't have one. No. For me, if so, I love Jorginho's brain. Unfortunately, the legs affects how we play because the way we play affects him.
Bro.
But Douglas Louis, I've watched him extensively. I am sorry. I am sorry. No, no. It's like when people were actually crying over Buendia. Yeah, Buendia, he can do a job, but extensively, Buendia for Arsenal for a long time. Let's be using our brain sometime. Like, come on, man.
Bro, it's not there for some people to use. It's not
Come
necessarily
on,
using.
man.
It's not available for some people.
Don't let these bigger platform deceive you about any transfer and say, yeah, if you bring him for 6 months, they can do a job. No, there's not that can't do any job. They can't do a job. They can't do it. They can't do it. Like, look at what Party provides. So it's unfortunate he's always injury prone. You now move from Party to Ruben Neves and Douglas Luiz, and you think we've moved the needle. No, you've gone backwards. You've gone
Yeah,
backwards.
like he would have to prove me so wrong when he comes. That's what I feel.
I'm sorry. See,
And
we've seen these players extensively, right? People say, "Oh, why don't I
yeah,
save energy for Kai Havertz?" Because Kai Havertz is technical. Kai Havertz
yeah,
has a
but
brain. Now,
yeah,
someone
that's
was
my
you see,
problem with Douglas Luiz.
yeah, he doesn't have a
That's my
brain.
problem. I don't look at him as a brute in some moments that can pass the ball. Yeah.
I don't even think he plays like a Brazilian. Unfortunately, these days, I don't know the kind of Brazilians they are producing these days anymore. Because he doesn't even play like a Brazilian. It is what it is. He doesn't.
For me, like I said my choice. I said it's either this guy Fofana or Zubimendi. I just don't see beyond those two guys. Either
Now,
of
those are
them.
players with
I've
brains
seen,
and
yeah,
legs.
I've seen Zubimendi. Yeah, I've seen Zubimendi. I've seen the way he wins the ball. I see his footballing brain. I see he knows how to pass. I see he knows how to cover. He knows how to. I've seen it. Fofana, we know he plays just like Partey. So
Party.
I'm not going to settle for. Well, at the end of the day, it's not my money. I'm not the one making the decision. But I just feel, for me, just based off of,
Oh, but you can offer your informed opinion. We are offering
yeah,
our informed opinion.
yeah.
So we're not going to go. We're not going to turn to retards and be bringing Douglas Luiz because somebody is pushing that story in the media. Like, it's not every story that the media pushes that you actually jump on. I remember,
Believe.
was it during the summer they're pushing that we're going to get that defender from Crystal Palace? I've forgotten his name.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. It didn't make. I don't care if it's reported by Fabrizio. Some links don't make sense because he's not better than Tomiyasu. He's not better than Ben White. He's not better than Timber that is injured that will come back. So why go and spend that kind of money on a player that will not even be among the starting 11? Like, it didn't,
Yeah.
some links don't make sense. But it's exciting that we are linked to somebody. The fans love. See, football fans love links. We love to wake up in the morning.
That was why transfer deadline day they were disappointed. Oh, because
Yeah,
the problem wasn't that there was any disappointment on transfer deadline day. It
sure.
there was they just wanted us to bring in someone for them to be excited about. The simple
About
truth is we didn't really need anybody.
sure.
That was it. Timber now we hear that he might return January.
I'm not sure about the reports I read yesterday from somebody I think I trust 70%. Say Timber is on grass now already.
Yeah,
That he
that's
has
the
left
thing.
from the gym, is now on grass doing individual training. So sometimes patience, like the fact that we
Yeah,
kept Cedric Suarez, I knew that we're not going to sign nobody, and that's common sense.
yeah.
That is not common, unfortunately, these days. So it is what it is. So the European Neves and Douglas Luiz, I think those are ridiculous links. We're not saying it's impossible. We're not saying it's impossible because they start misquoting us, but they are not what we need. If we want to be
Hmm.
progressive, they are not what we need. So let's go to the Gabriel Jesus versus Arsenal debacle. Arsenal were very reluctant to release Gabriel Jesus, but the Brazilian Federation were insistent that no, he's going to travel here. We're going to check him. He didn't play against Colombia, but there are feelers and rumors that he might actually feature against Argentina. We know how the rivalry with Argentina is. Brazil Argentina is a very intense game. For me, I fear for Gabriel Jesus because we know there's going to be a lot of kicking and shoving in that game, and he's just barely back from an injury. Do you think it's fair for the Brazilian national team to consider him for that match?
No.
Or are we being selfish as Arsenal to want to keep him safe for ourselves? But we're not looking at the fact that Brazil needs him for their own qualifier. Where is the balance? Where's the
Yeah,
line of
I
rationality
think
and objectivity?
as fans, we are a little selfish. That one is there because we feel we
Okay.
need him more, which
Mm-hmm.
is realistic.
Okay.
But I don't think Brazil can't do without him. You understand? But
Based
the
on
simple truth,
antecedent, right? Based on antecedent, right? You never
yes,
needed him so much like that.
yes. But I just think this maybe the new manager
Yeah.
season because he had to play Martinelli as a striker in their last game against Colombia.
Yeah.
So it depends. And we all know Jesus' skill set. When it comes to that guy that is going to, he will put
Facilitate.
in that, facilitate, put in that performance, beat your man, hound the defense. We know he's the person. But the problem is that how is he going to be? Because we know the Argentines,
Oh
that
Lord.
idiot that plays for
Romero.
Tottenham, yeah. We know how that guy is. He's a rash person uh, defensively sometimes. So those kinds
No,
of
most
tackles,
times. Most
yeah.
times.
So if those kinds of tackles are being made, like I don't know. So if you're going to make those kinds of tackles, we saw what he did to Enzo Fernandez. Now, granted, it was not intentional at all, never meant any malice, but we saw how
We
he
know those
cleared the
kind of
ball.
tackles are they're in his locker. They're in his locker. We know
Yes, that is the
they're
thing.
there.
So if he now goes and he continues like that against Jesus, we know how those guys they don't care. I remember
Yeah.
when they played the Copa America final that Argentina won. I saw an Argentine person bleeding because, and I was really scared because I don't see football matches like that when you're kitted up, you're still bleeding, and you're running like that. So I've not
Have you
seen
ever
that kind.
seen Boca Juniors versus River Plate?
Bro, I don't even want to see it because
I used to watch it. See,
you used
the
to watch it back
rivalry.
in.
Yeah, the rivalry is even off the pitch to the fans too.
Yes.
I'm like, these
Was
guys
it
are
were they the ones
damn
that
playing.
I think they had to move a game to the Santiago Bernabeu Copa Libertadores final between River Plate and somebody just because of how violent the team would
Yeah,
have been.
I mean, now it has simmered
So
down for the last few years. But yeah, if you were watching it for like 10 years ago, oh my goodness. These guys are not playing with you. The fans
yeah,
can't
bro,
stand each other, then the players can't they can't stand
bro.
each other.
And they are so passionate. In fact,
Yeah.
I saw one video where one boy said he sold his father they sold their father's PS4 so that they will come and watch the game.
So
That they are so passionate.
that is how the rivalry between Argentina and Brazil is. And they are playing this match in Argentina. It's gonna be hostile. It's gonna be hostile. I just hope the Brazil the Brazilian national team manager can apply some wisdom. I get it, you want Jesus, but he is barely fit.
Yeah, but
You don't
they will
want to
say he
aggravate his
trained.
injury.
Yeah, they will
They have
say
other
he trained
options. They have other options. They have other options.
bro Richarlison.
No, Cunha. They have Cunha that plays for Wolves.
Bro, this guy wants to use premium quality. he's not,
But
he's not
if
reducing
premium
the quality.
quality is not available, right? You make the available. Cunha is available, right? We
Yeah.
do not need to. Yeah, it might sound selfish from my side as an Arsenal fan, but even though let's say I was not an Arsenal fan, you do not want to because if you get
Aggravating
Jesus
injuries,
injured
yes.
now, if you aggravate the injury, it's gonna be out for longer for his
For
club
fun.
team. That's more selfish.
Yes.
That's more
Especially if
selfish.
Brazil don't win that game. Oh Lord.
Exactly.
Oh, people will be so angry.
So let's move the conversation to another Brazilian in our ranks, Gabriel Magalhaes. I saw a few tweets yesterday. Oh, Gabriel was a bomb against Colombia. He played poorly. He's not as good as this. I'm looking at. No, I know I reached out to you that I'm hearing this, and you told me your opinion that you saw a large part of the match. I've seen a few of the highlights. I'm like defending, even though individually you have to win your duels, is a collective job.
Yeah.
If you are playing with Lodi in 2023,
Yes.
you are playing
I
with that
agree.
bomber at Tottenham. What has happened to the Brazil national team?
For
What has
me,
happened?
I don't know. Like realistically, Emerson, if I was a Brazilian manager, Emerson is not playing for me. Ronaldo is not playing. Let's be realistic. Those guys are finished. Why is
Yeah,
Emerson not starting for Tottenham all the time? let's be truthful.
Exactly.
Then you look at this guy, Renan Lodi,
Lodi.
somebody that was at Atletico, now transferred to Nottingham Forest. I don't even think he's
Forest.
at Atletico anymore.
Yeah, yeah, I think he has gone back to a Spanish team also.
So you look at that kind of person. I don't think he has been very good over the past couple of years.
No.
Then Marquinhos, Marquinhos at this place.
PSG.
I don't know what competition that guy is playing. There's no competition in that place. So for me, just a guy, maybe yes, very good defender, but over the past how many years, when you play in that kind of competition for too long or environment,
Long.
you
The
can feel
levels
the
dropped.
yeah. So in this game, I remember someone said for him, Gabriel was doing very well, trying his best. But the problem is people can see individual. But if there's no collective defending, you will be
Yeah.
all over the place. Because the
Place.
problem, you have to cover for this person, you have to cover for
Cover
this
planet
person, you
to
have to
that person.
no matter how good you are, you will look very bad. And I don't
Yeah.
think, you know, he was but because one thing is their midfield also. I saw some of those parts in the game. Where is the midfield? Why would they just be strolling through as if you people don't exist? You understand? They will go and reach one on one. I know how many times Luis Diaz was turning this guy, Emerson,
Hmm.
as if he was turning Semo. So let them be realistic there. They will dribble one person. You can't, no matter how good you can't. It's unfortunate that you come from a system where it's very organized at club
Organized.
level.
Yeah.
Yes, then to go because no matter how it is, there is this organization that must always exist. That is how good teams. It's not that French Deschamps, that idiot, waffling sometimes. When
Yeah.
we're saying Saliba, like, don't get me wrong, I'm playing Saliba and Konate. I'm not playing any other partnership apart from that. Upamecano will not play there. You understand? Sometimes we have to be frank that just because he's reaching finals does not mean he's good. If me, I coach France. If me, I coach
You do.
France,
You
I
do the
will
same
reach
thing.
final.
Yeah.
Like
You have
let's not
quality. Yeah.
let's
You have
not
the
deceive
quality.
ourselves. You understand?
Yeah.
I will reach finals. In fact, the teams I will be playing, the way I will structure my team, you will look at me say, man, this because I don't see any reason why I'll be thinking about a defense. Saliba and Konate. Like we've all seen it, right?
Yeah.
People can say what they want to say. Saliba is the best defender in the EPL, right?
Right now.
When I saw one guy, they were asking they asked the question. There's this page, United Cynical also. They asked who was the best centre back. The guy said it's Saliba. All these his fans were coming. He said factually, you understand?
Factually.
We've seen
Yeah.
it this season. Last season, people were like, "Oh, let
Let,
them
let,
give
let's let, let's wait.
Messi."
Yeah. Let's
And
wait.
now this season, I keep saying it, right? I've said it before. Maybe it's just on the phone, and I'll say it again. If Guardiola ever had a chance to sign Saliba, and
We'll do
that
it.
meant he would bench Ruben Diaz, he would do it.
We'll
You
do it.
understand? Look at what happened to Ramsdale, right? See what Arteta
Yeah.
did. Look at what
Did.
Guardiola did to Joe Hart. Look
Yeah.
at what he has done to Grealish. If you
Sure.
think he would not do it, you are joking.
You're
That guy
joking.
doesn't joke. If it
We
comes to
heard it.
that,
We heard it right before Saliba signed his contract. There were teams snooping around. There were
yes,
sharks
Man U,
waiting. Yeah.
Man U, and we know Man U. Man U, they are willing to pay him
Do
crazy.
anything. Yeah.
You
We pay him
understand? Man
anything.
U will pay the
Yeah.
money to have him.
Yeah.
And it's a quality signing for them.
Sure.
Madrid too. So all these things, PSG were vastly interested. We know PSG
Exactly.
will also pay the money. So
Yeah.
let's not come as if people talk as if this one's. I'm not saying that is not to say Diaz is bad. I know
No.
people will talk about the video where Saliba said, "Oh, at that time," and said Diaz is better. That was when the season was about to start.
Start.
Now the season has begun.
I
We know
started.
yes, we know who the best has been
Ah,
so
can we
far.
just say Saliba is just being a modest human being? Sometimes
No,
it's good to be humble and modest.
yeah, no, bro. At that particular time, yes, yeah, I wasn't even against it when he said it. Sometimes, even yes, as you said, being modest. We all remember when Ronaldo was a nobody, and they asked who was
Yeah.
the best player that had ever played. Ronaldo said he was the one.
Yeah.
You understand?
Exactly. Exactly.
He said he was the one. People were
Yeah.
saying arrogance. I don't believe he was arrogant. He was just speaking into existence,
It's
and he
different.
followed it up. You
Exactly.
understand? Whenever we look at all these things, as you said, Saliba could have been modest. He could have said he's the best, and nobody will argue.
That for me, that's what I thought. I also see this guy just being modern. We see sometimes you can see when people speak. That's why sometimes I like to
Yeah,
watch the clip because
yeah,
watching somebody speak and just reading the quotes on an article is different.
yeah.
When I
Of
saw that
course.
clip, I think this guy is being modest. He's
Yeah,
Soliba knows it's good. See the
bro,
calmness. This guy is ice cold when defending. Ruben Dias doesn't have that quality. He's ice
bro.
cold.
Let's be honest. Ruben Diaz is a very good one-on-one defender, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But let's make no mistake, he is not Saliba. Let
Nah.
us not go there. See,
Nah.
I've seen Ruben Diaz when they expose him one-on-one. That day, you know.
You
You see, we've seen it now. Were they not celebrating when they said somebody dribbled past Saliba during that Newcastle game? People were celebrating
because it's not
because
often.
it
It's
is
not
a
often.
luxury.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
it's a luxury that you will do it. And imagine how many opponents he has faced. He has
Face.
played
Yeah.
against Haaland, he has played against Son, he has played against Man U, Rashford, and all of them.
Rashford, Holland, all of them.
He has
All,
played
all kind of
Chelsea and all.
all
We've
kind of
seen it.
strikers. Yeah.
Nobody has dribbled. Callum Wilson that day, let's be honest, zoop, that guy
Nothing.
didn't see anything. So
Nothing.
when you now want to come and say he's not good, I kept saying it that he's the better defender, and people were arguing. This is more proof. How can a defender play 28 games in a season and still come out in the PFA team of the year? He
Make it
didn't
make
play the
sense.
last 10 games.
Yeah.
So make it make sense why Stones and Rodri and Diaz are better. They are not better.
Done
Those
better.
guys have to play the full season to be in that team. Saliba did 28. This year
28
so
games.
far, Saliba is already in PFA team of the year.
See, head and
We all
shoulders
know that.
above all defenders. For me in Europe,
Yeah.
right now, Soliba is head and shoulders above all defenders in Europe. And that's
Well,
objectively
yeah.
speaking. We're not speaking
Yes.
as Arsenal fans. Objectively speaking, it is
Well,
what it is.
bro, even last year when we were saying, oh, Saliba's quality has dropped. My guy, before the season started, I remember when I was saying, oh, Saliba, say what? Say Saliba. Say, you know, bro, middle of season, he was saying him, say he likes Saliba. Oh. And this is the one as a Chelsea fan. Even when we're telling him, man, he'd be like, say Saliba form don't drop. He say, well, he don't know what we they want to, but that guy form never reduce. You understand?
Nah,
Why
it
does
is
he
good.
like him as a defender? Calmness on the ball.
I call him ice cold. These
Yeah,
guys,
you saw against
even
Burnley
when
when
you
there was
think
one he
he
could
should
have
be,
whacked it.
when you think he
Just
should be pressured, when you think he should be pressured, like no, his eyes
bro,
cold.
why do you think even when people were saying Newcastle were better, you see sometimes, right? I just like throw sentiment away,
Okay,
right? Newcastle were they better in that match?
no,
Bro,
you,
Newcastle
you
barely
you can only
threatened
say
us.
they were just more rugged, and the referee allowed them to kind of lay their physicality on us in that game. Because
Yeah,
if we actually reciprocated the gesture Newcastle were using in that game, we'll have got to
yeah.
play a sent off. Remember
Of
when
course,
Kai decided to do what they were doing? We saw the outrage.
everybody, all of them were scared.
And that's what I don't like about Arsenal fans. It was Kai that reminded Newcastle that we can do what you're doing
Of
too.
course,
And yet, Arsenal fans refused to give him that credit. Because in that game, we saw shoving, pushing.
bro, because they knew you see, there were times in the second half they tried to do the same physical. He was just looking at these ones. You understand? So when all these people come with sentiment, we saw when they were pressing Saliba didn't flinch. So when
No,
I
they
see
won't.
people come and Diaz is the best, I keep saying it. Sometimes just because someone wins a trophy doesn't mean they
Trophy.
are the best players. That's why when people
Yeah.
talk about Harry Kane, saying they will never consider Harry Kane a legend of the English, I say just because Harry Kane didn't win a trophy does not
Trophy.
mean you should take away his achievements. Harry
Yeah, it's
Kane,
good. Yeah.
elite. You
Elite, as
understand?
in gold standard. Gold
Yes.
standard. Gold
Throw,
standard. Yeah.
throw any trophies away. Not everybody will win trophies. Some people is their own, what do they call it, commitment. They don't care whether
Yeah.
they win a trophy or not.
How many
They are
trophies did Totti win? Totti is a legend of the game. How many trophies
yes,
did Totti win? He played for AS Roma all his life. Like
all his life.
sometimes we allow these low IQ, I'm sorry to say this, English pundits and English content creators who think everything
Yeah.
is about statistics and trophies. I'm not saying, see, they like to bend the comment. We're not saying winning trophies is not great. It's
Yes.
great, but every player will not win trophies.
Of course.
Yes, trophies will make it more flamboyant, will give you that nice icing, will make it
Yeah.
more, will make it more lucrative. Yeah, we agree.
course.
But
Well,
all
panache.
players, how many trophies did Joshua win? Especially
Bro,
for his country.
exactly.
Does that mean
You
Joshua is not?
Batistuta, how many trophies?
Yeah,
Batistuta went on record saying he could have moved to Manchester United or Real Madrid. He said, but it's not a challenge to him. It would have been too easy playing for Manchester United or Real Madrid. He
at
said
that
because
time.
you'll be beating everybody and winning. So where's the competition? That guy stayed with Fiorentina. Fiorentina was relegated. He brought them back up.
Yeah,
He now went to AS Roma. That was where he won his first league trophy. This was after how many years? So sometimes people want it to, you must win a trophy every single time, to show your grit. I'm not against it. I would love to
yeah.
win every, but
But is a bad-fated argument.
yes, trophy will not make me not
Yeah.
enjoy the game. Because
Yeah.
without trophies, I came to enjoy the game. And I will do it the same way.
Remember the conversation we had behind closed doors yesterday on the phone? I was saying, I will pay money to watch Gabriel Jesus. I will not
Yes.
pay money to watch Harry Kane. Now, Harry
Of
Kane is a
course.
better striker, obviously, but Jesus is a better footballer. And those two can coexist in the same universe.
Definitely.
They can. Most people are not paying money to watch Harry Kane. Yeah, it's prolific, it's called, but if you want to watch football and enjoy the, I'm watching Gabriel Jesus.
Bro,
That's it. What about watching Gabriel Jesus?
you see, when people talk about the Invincibles, a lot of people, when I was watching the documentary a certain time, one man said something. He said, people miss the objective of the Invincibles. It is not just the fact that they went 38 unbeaten. The quality of football they played with the 38 unbeaten is the main thing. He said people were paying money. Fans of other clubs, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Arsenal is coming to play. Sunderland fan will say, I'm going to watch the game. They are not going there to watch their team. They are going to watch Thierry Henry perform live. That's what they wanted to do. So when people say this, it always brings nobody can win every time in football. It's a fallacy. It's a fallacy.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Oxmoto coming in. Shout out to you. Hello, brothers.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing too? Been a long time. Yes, I see. It's my fault. You guys have not been on live, but I'll try to improve on that. So life happens. We all do our different jobs.
You have to face life.
We have
At the
to
end
face
of the
life.
day, nobody will sympathize with you. They'll act as if they are your friends. Give them 1 week, everything has died down.
So shout out to you guys. Shout out to you for coming in. So that just is so. It's not that we don't appreciate trophies. Definitely, trophies are the laurels that we want to win to be attached to. But we cannot leave the fact that the game is there is an art for you to enjoy. That's why I insist. Even though I love the littleness of what's his name, Alan for Man City, do I enjoy watching Erling Haaland? I can't. I'm sorry, I don't.
He will just score. Don't get me wrong. He scored some very good goals. The one against Dortmund when he scored that, yes. But it's just Johan Cruyff scored that kind of goal. Who would I still want to watch more? I would still want to watch Johan Cruyff. See, I didn't start watching football because of trophy. I saw something that piqued my interest and I wanted to watch.
Which was the act of it. We're not relegating trophies. We're not relegating trophies. We are saying, like I said the other day, you don't read statistics of football, you watch it. So I'm not saying discuss statistics wholesomely, no. But come on, you want to watch, you want to watch the player, not the statistics. Pablo
Yes.
Aimar was not racking up statistics. I love watching Pablo Aimar. I love
No.
watching Pablo Mandia Medieta. I
Yeah,
love watching
mediator.
Sidor. These are see. I was not watching them for how many assists they make, how many goals. Now they will create chances, create situations that can make goals. No, I give an example
Yes.
against Sevilla, the last game Champions League.
Yeah.
Saka had the assist, but for me, the assist was made by Jorginho.
Yes, it was.
But statistics will not record that it was Jorginho that had the
Bro,
assist.
yeah, bro.
It will record that it was Saka. But that main pass came from Jorginho.
Yes, statistics can't catch the moment, what
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
happened.
happened.
It will show that this person contributed, but
Yeah,
the quality of the pass, statistics can never measure that.
never.
You understand? So we have to be very, very very careful when we state statistics in our conversations, because a lot of
Yeah,
people just go, oh, straightforward, straightforward. No,
yeah.
it's not straightforward. It
Forward is
has
not.
to be
Never.
measured quickly.
Yeah. So, uh, Odegaard has been missing for a while. According to reports, he had a concussion in training. Hopefully, he's recovering well. Hopefully, we'll see him. Sorry,
Yeah,
against Brentford in our next game. Hopefully, our players can come back from the interlude in good health, because when players go for the international break like that, we're all hoping and praying and fasting that they come back in one good health. Hopefully,
yes.
Tomiyasu, Kai Havertz, all of them come back in good health. Brentford next. You
Uh,
think that should be dinner for us?
no, I know they want to make it tough, and coincidentally, this period they just happen to be back on form. Right now, they have been, I think, for past how many games they've actually won. So, but I
Until they
don't look at
lost the
them and
last
think,
game. They
I
lost
think
it to
they're
Liverpool
okay.
the last one.
Okay, yeah, yeah, of course they will lose to Liverpool. So I look at this one and say, okay, the only thing is, when these teams, when they're at home, sometimes Sholapad will definitely rise. But
But
I'm
to
sure
push
that
back a
we'll
little
have
bit on that, we beat them in a Carabao Cup, even though we've crashed out. We beat them
no,
there at
no,
home with a more inferior team.
yeah, yeah, of course. No, I'm just saying, when they're at home, at least it's better than when they are away, because away
Exactly.
they are classed. But at home they'll look okay, the fans are there. But I still think we have quality. I still think uh I remember Ramsdale will be the one in goal. But then again,
It's Swallow that call Arteta. Now that Raya is not eligible, you make sure you play my son. Like, what do you think about fathers
I don't know
actually coming
if
out?
this is
What do you think
Nigerian.
about father? What
For
do you
me,
think
I
about
look at it
fathers
as
coming
Nigerian
out?
politics.
Yeah,
When they will
fathers
come
coming
and
out.
say, it's what Nigerian parents used to do now. When something is not doing this thing, they
But
will come out and say,
is that
for me,
acceptable?
bro, the problem is the only thing is the criticism is that football is allowed to be criticized. But realistically, I just look at it as it's the job at the moment. It's your job. You understand?
Yeah.
It's your job, and someone else replaced it. Like, this is what we spoke about marginally. Now, I heard in the interview when he said, yes, Raya is, yes, better than the son, and he has to take it like that, and he
I'll
has to
push
work.
back. I'll push back. That's tongue in cheek. Because if you accept, you won't come
Yeah,
out
yeah, of
on
course.
podcast. See. Let's not say, that guy. I don't even rate him, but I like what he does partially. No. After you've added slated him, you
Very
now
true.
go.
Yeah.
Nah, let's not play games. Let's not play
Yeah.
games. If you accepted
Yeah,
your fate, your son's fate, you will not go on podcast. We say those waffles.
yeah. Because I just look at it and say it's because we allow the game to be criticized. Because you look at it, like as you said a certain time in one of your videos, you said it's marginal. It's not like it's not humongous. So I don't see why you don't work on it. Because this is what we are not understanding. In this game, right? I just feel if he doesn't perform well in this game, that is mentally his head is there. He's gone.
It's gone.
Like he's gone. Like I'm not. I don't see a way back. But Ateta is a guy that has shocked us before, so
Yeah.
we've seen it. But I just feel because it will be a situation where you have to now, because I don't feel okay. The Brentford game is coming up.
Yeah.
I don't just know, man. It shouldn't have been something they would have said now when you know you're going to start there. Because this is what I
Exactly.
keep saying. You have to, like, sometimes in life, everybody waits for that good fortune. Okay? There's that
Inevitable.
business plan that is
Yeah.
so good, but
Yeah.
you need good fortune.
Exactly.
You understand? And this might be his good fortune.
Fortune.
You cannot go and self-sabotage your good fortune before
He
it
has done that
comes.
already. He has done that.
Yeah,
Do
you
you think
understand?
there's a
Because I don't know
chance?
his
That,
mental
do you
state
think?
going
Do
into
you
the
think there's a
game.
chance Ateta drops in for that game and play the third choice
Ah,
goalkeeper?
eh? No, bro. If, even me, I will swear for God in heaven knows. Ateta, see, I don't care if Ramsey's father lies. He should come out and insult Ateta from now to tomorrow. Ateta should swallow it. He should just swallow it. After
But
that
for one
game,
game.
or one game, after that game, he can do this thing. He can bring him back. I don't care what he tells him. If he like tells him that his hairline is reaching here, he should swallow it. Please. Because that high, no. I don't know how well he has. Maybe if unless he has improved one improvement we don't know about. But somebody that see, bro, because that guy will not give you confidence. Even you watching the you'll be holding your chest strong. You
So
just
I'm looking. I'm looking from perspective that we didn't need this kind of distraction right now. That
yeah, yeah.
Ramsey's father decided to go on. It's bad timing for
This is
me.
why I said
Horrible timing. Horrible
this
timing. You
guy,
should have done this.
all these, yeah, you understand, all
Yeah.
these Kevin Campbell. I don't know how these people answer legend.
I'm not blaming. I will never
No, no,
blame Kevin
bro.
Campbell.
No, you know why I say so. You've played, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes is that thing you said. Don't test fate. You know somebody will always will complain about something. See, I don't sometimes, even when you see some people helping men and women with little money, I can
Okay.
understand why. Because you don't want to test fate.
Okay. I'll
He
push back
knew he
on that.
has
See,
played.
Kevin Campbell wants his bag. See,
Yeah, but bro,
I
that is
understand.
what I'm saying. That you claim to be a legend, someone that has played the game.
So
You know
I'll
what,
push back on that. Legends should be poor. He wants it bad. I'll
bro.
play devil's advocate here. He wants
Yes,
this
no,
bag.
no, no. But he couldn't wait for this. He couldn't wait after Brentford.
No,
He
the
couldn't wait
news
after
is better
Brentford.
now. The bag is right
Bro,
now.
but that is done. But it still comes back to what you say about
Mhm.
society. Yeah, some people have, just because you want money, you're willing to do anything. You
Unfortunately,
understand?
that's what I tend to
Yes,
believe
but,
in.
but, that, but that,
Unfortunately,
that is classless. Okay, are you
but
saying he's poor?
most people are classless.
But bro, are you
Most people are
saying he's
classless.
poor now? He's not poor
He wants
by
more
any stretch
money.
of the imagination.
He wants more money. People are classless when
Because
it comes
there's
to
no
money.
there's no actual reason to do that. Because what
No
my that's
money. There are financial incentives for him to do that.
yes, but that's what I'm saying. That I just like the thing. So he has not been making money from the other podcast he has been doing
He
since.
wants more money.
Bro, that is greed. Because I, as a person,
Where
okay,
where where in any
AI doesn't have.
where in any law, where in any country jurisdiction that you are penalized for being greedy.
But you're not penalized for it. But as you're
Uh-huh,
playing, realistically, see what you say. That
uh-huh.
this comes down to moral. You understand?
But
I expect
the society has lost its morality.
yes, but bro, everybody can lose it. You will not lose it. As you said,
But we
when you
are
said you
that's the
remember
few.
when you said this guy Ruben Neves, they said they made him an offer he can't refuse. You said it at the
Which is a
beginning.
lie. Is a
You can
lie. Is a lie.
refuse.
I don't like. Yeah,
You
you
can
can refuse
refuse.
it.
So that is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Mine is the problem is if you hadn't played the game before, you've not even played the game, but you understand tact. Some moments do not imply that you're going to say anything. Your son will play in this weekend against Brentford, right? The
Yeah.
father, one, shouldn't have said anything or accepted, which I agree with you on that one. Two, someone who has played the game more, who understands mental situations and everything, shouldn't have looked for that particular statement at that particular time. The guy is playing, what do they call it, this weekend. That is, as you say, if Arteta doesn't put Calvin in goal. But we all know, based off of second choice and based off of pecking order, he should be there. But if he is going to play, oh, the boy has lost the smile, plus what the father has just come out to, the boy has lost the smile, plus the father.
And there are so many. Let's not forget, how can you be shouting that your boy has lost his smile? He's rich. You can actually employ so many comedians, come to his house, make a circus. He will laugh. He will laugh.
Bro, it is very simple. What you do is, there are moments in life where you have to read a book. That look, sometimes when things are not going well, what do? You have to research how to be better, or how to what do they call it? Read a
Improve your
book.
situation.
It's response to situations. We've all been through adversity. There are people still fighting adversity.
It looks like Ramsdale's father and Ramsdale, they don't like adversity at all. By what we are just saying, they don't like adversity at all. Everything has to be rosy. Everything has to be on their terms and conditions.
Yeah.
If you want to be delusional in that state, I can't.
It can't be. Even if there's going to be small turbulence, it will be there. My problem is this particular moment in time. This guy calls himself, as you said, I don't regard him legend, but you call yourself a former player that has played. You know what it means. There are some moments that are big breaks. You're not going to say now, because you want money, the so-called club you're doing everything for is going to play Brentford. We all know how those guys can be, right? These guys need is one miss.
So what you want is that you should have released the podcast after the Brentford game? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, all I'm just saying is this, right?
Yeah.
In this particular time, the news had died. People had already gone on with it. People had accepted, right? All of a sudden, at that particular time, you release Ramsey's father's, what do they call it? Podcast, or Ramsey's father's statement.
But
called him at that moment. He called him at that moment. Yes,
he knew that he was going to make money.
That is what annoys me. See, that guy has always been all those people that have been controlled. See, we need to, in as much, put legends in check, right? I don't care. I'm going to say a state. If you don't like my statement, I will ban you from the stadium. I don't care. They will not do anything. As far as a manager there, I don't want to see you there. Because you people are the people that send, because you're an Englishman, you send unnecessary trouble. This was how he specifically stated on what do they call it? One of their podcasts with these Lee Georges, that he had a rumor that Ozzy was paying for the test. Ozzy's paid what do they call it? A physio, offered to pay the physio money so that he will pass in fit. It was wisdom that Lee Georges said, no, he doesn't believe. Believe.
Yeah,
that was how the
news
situation. You understand? Yeah. There and then. Imagine that guy didn't have wisdom and was just carrying that news. Those things are some of the things that ruin players. Later, these same people will be saying, I sympathize with you when they say they have mental breakdown. You understand? So these are the people that don't help, because you know what your club is going into. It's a tough game. You should be able to
see, I'm going to push back. I understand where you're coming from, and I respect it. But we see Gary Neville do the same thing at Man U. They call them Man U legends, but it's fair to give.
How is it working for them? But bro, how is it working for them? It destroys them.
What I'm saying is something that Kevin Campbell is doing. It's something Kevin Campbell is doing. It's all about the cheese, the money.
Yes, but that is what I'm saying. But they've done it now. You know the sweet thing. I'm hearing that Man U want to employ Maldini as a sporting director. Yes, I'm very happy. You know why? Because all these players, it's going to be a new set of players. And what do they call it? It's going to be a new set of players and a new mindset there. You are not going to be influenced by a class of 99. Ibrahimovic said it before. Man U's problem is class of 99. And
Internet.
when I was a
Always
player,
talking.
you
Yeah.
understand? So shut up and don't say anything. Let people move on. Time has gone.
Yeah.
You
Time has
cannot be
gone.
living
Yeah.
in 1999. So that is their problem. Look at since Arteta came, some of those things that used to happen, they don't. Legends
Yeah.
used to, nobody does. You understand? So Gary Neville talks, it works for him. Soon he'll become irrelevant. And it's this new management that will kill that guy's relevance.
You have to see for me, for Man U to move up, they have to kill Gary Neville relevance. Just as Arteta kill some of those, like you said, Nitsu is talking about
Of
Arsenal
course.
and kill their relevance. You have to do that. Or else, but the funny thing is that Sky Sports enjoy using these guys as tools, as probes, because they like the soft sell news to push this kind of narrative. Let me read this chat from High Priest. I had to watch the full podcast though. Kevin was backing Arteta's decision as a manager. Yes, he can back someone and still be cynical towards them.
Yes,
You have to read between the lines. You can back someone and still be cynical.
I'm not saying you didn't back the decision, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, some matters, right?
Yeah.
If we can learn that some matters in life, we don't need to
Put them in put them out in the public square.
Yes, you understand. We don't need to, when fuel is already poured and you have a matchstick, right? Just put it in your pocket and ignore it. In that particular situation, we all knew Ramsdale wouldn't be happy, right?
Sure.
Nobody, no professional would be happy. You understand? But the problem was going to say what the father, going to call the father to come and speak didn't help the situation.
Yeah, is that
whether you back Arteta's decision or not. That was it. Yes. I'm not saying he didn't back Arteta or Kevin Campbell is not backing Arteta's decision. I'm not saying that. My problem is in this particular case, it's already dead. Let's just move on with it. See what this guy now. Ramsdale. My problem is Ramsdale is going to keep against Brentford. Because I don't think there is a clause that I do not think there's a clause that allows Ryan.
Yeah, he's on loan.
Maybe yes, he's on loan. Maybe they said he can play against them. Exactly. So now, if you're now telling me that we are going to play, where he's going to play this weekend against Brentford, generally Arsenal and him need to be away from controversy. That is the simple truth. We've seen where the controversy will work negatively against people. Some other people, if there's no controversy, they cannot shine. Exactly. And that is the thing now. So it's Arsenal fans can, on that day, if Ramsdale makes a mistake, oh Lord in heaven.
That's it. Like he has added pressure to himself.
Exactly. Yeah. At that moment, what I'm saying with Kevin Campbell is he doesn't need the pressure. Okay? He doesn't need the situation of, they just because sometimes, right? Even in Ramsdale, I don't know. I'm sure he would know his father is going on that podcast. I'm definitely sure he will know. Or at least I would love to believe he does know.
Yeah.
Even if now Ramsdale goes for that part, even if now at that particular point, the father said this one, it was spreading like wildfire. That same moment, what is this idiot? That's England's manager, Southgate, is saying we cannot guarantee you this if you're not playing. You do not need all those things at once when they are telling you when something is happening. Let's be realistic. You don't need all those things at once.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. So if now you're telling me, yes. So my problem is Kevin Campbell shouldn't have added to that with the podcast.
You are being idealistic, which I get it.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, Kevin Campbell should have been
doing that. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking based off of
idea. I get it. My pushback on that is that the world's no more ideal. People are selfish.
Of course.
It's all about the money.
Course. Yeah.
Kevin Campbell saw that. He knew that news will bring him traction.
Oh, bro.
Money. And he ran with it.
Yeah. That's what annoyed me. You see, bro, the only thing that annoyed me was the fact that this was a former player. If it was just a sports journalist now, or someone who held the podcast, I would understand, right?
So former players can be selfish.
Yeah. Oh, bro, of course they can. I was just saying you should have known better based off of this thing.
According to High Priest, Raya will only play if Brentford agree to it,
Yes.
which we don't know yet. On that day, it could be true or for Ramsey. I don't think they can. I think there are laws within you can't they can't, even though they agree to it, you
No,
can't be
if
on
you agree
loan
to
and
it, a
play
player
against.
can be eligible to play against you on loan if the club
Oh,
agrees to it.
So why? Okay, let's say they can. Right? But I like shout out to High Priest. But guess what? You given the power to Brentford. They can say no. We're going to be cynical, but I'm going to agree to it because we know it's your number one. You can see plus the
No.
Ramsdale palaver, right? Brentford will not say we're not going to agree to it. Play
No,
Ramsdale.
bro, if they agree to it on a clause, they can't take it back.
But if they agree to it, don't you think if they had agreed to it, we would have heard the news?
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's eligible. Because if Watch want to play in the Carabao Cup, he wasn't eligible. So what will now change for it to be eligible now?
Yeah, true.
That's the logic I'm using. I'm using the logic. He wasn't eligible for the Carabao Cup. So what will now make him eligible now?
I don't think. Yeah. I was always thinking it was because it was second choice thing. That's what I was thinking in my head. Maybe
I don't think he's eligible. And let's say they could change it. They won't even change it now. When they know that is your number one. They'll say
bro. Once they sign it, they can't take it back.
Yeah,
so if he's eligible, as you said, if he's eligible, we would have heard the news. But
yeah, I would have played him against them. Or let's say we don't play him against them in Carabao Cup. He would have been on the bench. He wasn't even on the bench. Right? He wasn't even on the bench. It just shows you it's not eligible. So
very true. So that's my thing. Well,
yeah, for me, I understand what you're saying. I rock with what you're saying. 100%, I rock with you. But I know that the world is not ideal. People are selfish. People is all about the bad. Legend or legend. People are very selfish these days. It is what I didn't create them. It's the world we live in. It is what it is.
Yeah, of course. He has already cashed out on that.
They're cashed out. And see, all these players, most of these players, whether they played for you before or not, they are mercenaries. They don't really care. It's only for me, it's the fans that care. Fans are the ones that actually care about the club. Former players, I saw the snippets of the interview of Fabregas saying, I wish I stayed longer at Arsenal. Very convenient to say it right now. Very convenient that you wished you stayed longer at Arsenal. When you made a deliberate decision to leave at that time. See, don't get me angry. Don't get me angry.
People were insulting Arsene Wenger. If he had a chance to take him back, he said no. If he had taken him back, I would have had a huge problem. The only reason he wanted to come back was because he didn't work out at Barcelona.
Exactly. It's like your ex that comes back and say, come on, I'm sorry. No, you're not sorry. He didn't work out with the new guy. He did not work out with the new guy. Because if he works out with the new guy, you're not coming back.
You will not come and look for me.
You're not coming to look for me.
I'm not eating my vomit again.
Yeah. Let's behave ourselves. Let's not allow the devil to inspire us this morning. Let's behave ourselves. Don't allow the devil to inspire you. What do you mean you wish you stayed longer? No, you made. I hate that statement. I had no choice. You had a choice. Every human being, most people had a choice. You decided to choose what was convenient for you at that time. You chose what was convenient for you at that time. Shout out to everybody for joining us. Really appreciate you. And shout out to you, Mr. Efosa, for giving me your time this morning. Even though I messed up with the time, I'm sorry to some of you who are just joining us that we started this live stream earlier than scheduled. I messed up. I'm taking full responsibility. I messed up the time. My apologies. So we'll be doing more live stream. I don't know if you're available tomorrow. We'll discuss that behind closed screens and see. Hopefully, even though it might not be available, I will come tomorrow. I have to make up for the lost time. So shout out to you guys for rocking with us today. Make sure you stick a like on the video. Very, very important. Subscribe and also subscribe and turn on your notification bell. So give me your last words, Mr. Efosa, while we're waiting for the international break to just get extinguished so we can come back to regular programming of enjoying the Premiership.
Well, I hope the players return fit and sound. And I hope everybody is.
I'm touching the wood here.
Yeah,
I'm touching it.
of course. I know. I hope we all do very well personally in life. Also, I'm also
Yeah.
touching wood. Yeah, that's also everything. So I just pray everything, we return safely, and from there, we have some tough games. We don't. I don't know the reason for this international break. We have 11 games in December to play, so
That's a lot.
that's a lot. So I know the maestro is already thinking of how he will tinker during December. Yeah. But we will be there.
Exactly. That means Declan Rice will play a lot of games. Declan Rice
Oh,
will play a lot of games.
he will. He will. And I think in January, he's definitely bringing someone.
Yeah, they have to bring. It's a no-brainer. You have to bring someone to help him. You have to bring someone. You have to bring somebody. So thank you for that, guys. Stick a like on the video. Go to the archives and watch more content. And guys, do me that favor. Always like the videos. We're not asking for much. We are not saying put in some. Just like the videos. We appreciate that if you do that. So guys, will be leaving you guys for now. Hopefully, we'll see you guys on the next one. And that will be all from us for now. I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.